Welcome, Capricorn. This is your read. So we're going to go ahead and get started with these oracle cards, kind of set the tone for the read, see what we're going to be talking about today. Maybe we're talking about love, maybe we're talking about money, maybe healing from a breakup. See what's going on in our lives today here, Capricorn. I feel like they're all trying to jump out of my hands, so I feel like we're getting close to an answer from the universe as to what we're going to be talking about in this read today. Yeah, and I feel like if I keep going anymore, I feel like those guys wanted to pop out. So let's go ahead and get started with them. So I have awareness, which can speak to sort of an insight and a spirituality, being in touch with your spiritual side. I have transformation, the throat chakra, which can represent communication. It might be just with yourself and being able to sort your thoughts and your feelings out, or it might be being able to communicate them to others as well. I have choose wisely and stand your ground, which represents being true to you, taking back control of your life. So I feel like we're going to be talking about sort of a transformational journey today and choosing a new path, something that's going to be right for you, that's going to improve the quality of your life. I have triumph, conflict and defeat, temptation, heartache and loss, movement, choices, decisions, disruption, solitude, and light. So I feel like that heartache and loss is definitely the catalyst for this change in your life. A romantic relationship coming to an end, trying to sort our feelings out and trying to be able to move forward. That disruption, though, to me, that speaks of disrupting a cycle, disrupting a way of being that you're in. I think right now you're having trouble sort of moving past the hurt, moving past the loss. I feel like that disruption is encouraging you to sort of find a new way of being in the world, be able to move forward and not allow these feelings to hold you back from success anymore. That solitude tells me that this is going to be a very personal journey for you, but I feel like there is hope, there is light at the end of the tunnel. I feel like you are will be heading in the right direction by being able to move past all of this. I have the Tower card, which represents a sudden and unexpected ending. To me, it tells me you were not the one who chose to leave. And I feel like that's why it hurts so bad too, is because you never really got closure as to why the relationship came to an end. The Two of Swords represents confusion to me, not having that answer. I feel like that's also what's trapping you in this too. The lack of closure, having trouble moving forward. The Four of Pentacles to me, it speaks of holding back. And I feel it directly tied into this King of Pentacles. And I feel like this King of Pentacles is speaking to your ex. I feel like they held back explanations. Like they might have even held back their feelings and didn't emotionally invest in the relationship. But I feel like you most definitely did. And that's why this hurts so much as well. The Six of Wands, though, represents triumph over obstacles. So I feel like this is an obstacle that you can triumph over. You can find a way to navigate these feelings, process them, and then be able to heal and move forward and find success and find happiness again. I have the Judgment card. She's like karma to me. She represents getting back what you put out into the universe. So I feel like this relationship, this was a very deep, committed relationship. This was something, I think you're having to sort assets out through the court system. There was a legality to this because the Justice card is here, and that's what I see in this Justice card. I have it sitting next to the Seven of Swords, which represents a situation which you felt was unfair. You caught the short end of the stick. I feel like it's tying into money. I feel like you're having to fight for your fair share of money. This King of Wands to me speaks of that fight, of that passion, of that drive to try and find this equality, to get what is yours. The Three of Pentacles represents starting to see the fruits of your labor. To me, that says that there is good news on the way in regards to this Justice card, this karma. Karma is going to be balancing the scales. I think it's also going to help you to find a bit of closure and move forward as well. It's going to allow for that finality to really sort of cut ties and move forward. The Nine of Wands to me represents a journey over time. So I feel like this has been going on for a while. I feel like there was actually trouble in the relationship too for a little while. I feel like you felt this way for a long time. Like this negativity has been building and building within you, the sadness and the hurt and the conflict. I have the Knight of Swords here. I've heard him called a very unflattering name, and I don't feel like it completely applies here, but I feel like it's speaking to you still feeling this tie to your ex, still feeling sort of compelled to see what's going on in their life. I feel like it's tied into that temptation card as well, that you keep sort of getting drawn back in. And I feel like it's because you didn't get the closure, so you can't figure out why they're being such a dick to you. I feel like that's what's going on with that. The Hermit card represents sort of introspection, taking time for reflection. And I feel like being able to look within yourself is where you're going to have a better chance of finding answers than reaching out to this King of Pentacles. I don't think he's going to tell you nothing. I think you're going to have to figure this one out for yourself, or just accept that you're never going to know and be able to cut ties and move forward. The Page of Cups represents good news on the way, and that of an emotional nature. I feel like it's speaking to being able to bring closure to yourself. And I have the Nine of Cups, which represents abundance, and Cups is all about emotion. So I feel like this is where your inner peace is going to come from. This is where this healing is going to start. By having this acceptance and finding this truth for yourself, because like I said, I don't feel like this king is going to give you any kind of a truth. I have the Nine of Swords, which can represent feeling trapped or stuck in negative emotions or thoughts, so much so that you have trouble finding clarity and moving forward. And I feel like that's definitely where you're at with this King of Pentacles. I feel like having to fight in court for assets definitely doesn't help. It does keep that tie going for a while until you have a decision and some finality. The Ten of Wands represents feeling overwhelmed and overburdened, and I definitely feel that in these cards as well. These emotions are overwhelming. I feel like they've been that way for quite a while. I have the Six of Cups, which is sometimes called the Blast from the Past card. I feel like it's speaking to a need to let go of the past. The Knight of Wands represents moving on, moving forward, and the Queen of Cups to me is symbolic. Again, Cups speaks to emotion, so she's the queen of emotion, and I believe that she's positively aspected in this read, and your moving forward is going to allow you to find that inner peace and that happiness, that self-esteem and self-empowerment again. So I have the Three of Wands here. The Three of Wands represents overcoming obstacles while still working towards a goal, working in a positive forward direction. I feel like the emotions from this situation are definitely an obstacle. I feel like dealing with this garbage in court, having to fight, this is definitely an obstacle, but I see triumph in these. I see you overcoming these obstacles and moving in a better way in your life. This Queen of Swords to me speaks of truth. She speaks of being true to yourself, acting in a true and honest way, and having integrity is where this win is going to come from. I do have the Ten of Pentacles, which represents wealth. I feel like this is your judgment from the court. I feel like you are going to get from this, and I feel like it's coming soon because that Three of Pentacles is just around the corner. I do have the Four of Swords as well, and he speaks to taking time for self-care. I feel like once this is all done, you definitely need to take some time to look after yourself. Do something nice for yourself. Do something that feeds your soul so you can decompress and really move along with this healing process. Alrighty, Capricorn, that's what this read said to me. I hope that you enjoyed it. If it resonated with you, please let me know, because I do love hearing from you guys. And if you're wanting to take part in the free read giveaway at the end of the week, remember all you got to do is be a subscriber and leave a comment in one of my videos saying that you are interested. Alrighty, guys, take care.